Jeffrey is that guy in your friend group who bullies you. He says it's just a joke, that he's just roasting you and he's just playing around. But he actually says some mean f***ing shit. And he does the same thing to a couple more guys in your group. You're managing okay, but one of your boys is struggling right now. He's not gonna get any help from Jeffrey. He needs you. Adonis. Adonis looks out for his brothers. In fact, he looks out for his entire tribe and the tribes around him. He understands how fragile the human psyche can be. And so he's always ready to give his friends support, to listen to them, to show them that they're loved and valued. Because it's with his friends, with his brothers that Adonis has grown so much and he will continue to grow. It's as a team that we grow. There is at least one, if not a couple of guys that you know that you might be kind of close to that are heavily struggling right now. We make a lot of jokes on this channel and, you know, Jeffrey and Adonis, but like, young men are killing themselves. And for every man who kills himself, there's got to be tens, hundreds of guys who are like quite close. They just stay in that dark, purgatory place for months or years. What is it that they need? The easiest answers are actually the symptoms of the thing they need. A lot of people say, oh, they need money, they need a better job, they need better habits, they need to stop taking drugs. Well, yeah, but these are symptoms of something else. Do you know what it is? Mental health. Feeling loved and valued and connected. You know, social connection is actually the most important factor of happiness. How well connected you feel to your family, your friends, and any kind of relationships that you have. There is at least one guy who is in your mind right now who is struggling, who has been struggling for a while, and you may be feeling like a sense of guilt right now. You've just been stopped in your tracks. You were just going to watch another Hamza video, and now you're thinking like, wait, hang on, like, life is actually very fragile and I've been making so much progress in my self-improvement. I discovered meditation and exercise. I feel awesome. And you're kind of visualizing the pains and the struggles of this guy who has been left behind. The real success of your self-improvement isn't how much you improve yourself. It's how much you help other people to improve themselves. And of course, you can only really do that after you've improved yourself and you've filled up your cup to the point that, you know, it's overflowing and you can then use your overflowing cup to fill up the cups of your boys. But you've been making some good progress and you're so committed to this journey now. You've learned so much. Now, I'll be totally honest. I don't know how exactly, like, what's the best way that we could help someone who's really down bad. Now, I know through self-improvement tactics, we can get them meditating, exercising, but sometimes you can't really get someone to do that when they're really down. Sometimes you have to go with things which are way more like instant than the good habits that take a while to show some results. That'll be like getting into a conversation with them, literally giving them a hug. I know that seems simple, but like there's always those like scientific studies that, you know, a hug releases like oxytocin or, you know, the hormones that make you feel good and connected to other people. Not a bullshit like little guy hug where we handshake each other like this and we little tap. Like, give him a fucking hug, bro. That guy that you're thinking about in your mind right now, the one that you know is struggling, do something right now. Do this practice right now. Close your eyes. And now imagine his death. Imagine you get that text message or that call from his family or from one of your mutual friends that he's killed himself. And you hear like the brutal way that he actually did it, that he was so f***ing down bad that he went to some woods by himself and he took a f***ing rope with him. He did it in some kind of like violent way that like you need to kind of visualize right now to just kind of see the reality of this situation. Or he was sat at his desk and he saw like a bunch of pills and he took, like, he overdosed. And you don't just die quickly from something like that. Like, you suffocate, you like literally foam at the f***ing mouth. And we don't talk about these things. Oh, Hamza, this is too, shut the f*** up. You really start to see that, like, the reality of those situations. You know, you hear about it in like news stories, like, oh, someone killed themselves. Oh my God. When you start to really play like the mental movie of your mind, imagine you're in third person watching it happen. Something else happens, like you just realize how f***ed this situation is. Now, does it seem so gay to like give your homie like a real hug? Does it seem like, oh no homo, shut the f*** up, bro? Does it seem cringe to send your friend like a message or like, you know, just randomly call your friend and just say like, oh bro, I'm bored, let's just go for a walk together. Oh come bro, let's go to the shop, I'll buy us some food, let's just like sit in the park or some shit. I had no one who did this for me, you know. I didn't tell it many people at the time. I remember telling my brother that I had like bad mental health and I missed his wedding. Like I missed like his like a ceremony before the wedding and they invited me all to it and I didn't tell anyone. Well, I told him, yeah, I'm not coming because of my mental health, and he sent me a message like, what's wrong with your mental health? And you know, I was about to reply, I didn't know what to say. Then he sent me like another message like, Hamza, tell me what's wrong and stuff. And you know, I'm kind of like feeling, okay, like what should I say and everything. Before I know it, it's been weeks. Like that's the reality of someone who's f***ing down bad. It's like they might be hard to reach because I was. My brother was trying to reach out to me and I literally just like, it was in my mind to reply to him and then 2 weeks passed just just like that. Because of course, when someone's in this position, they're usually not sober. They're usually like high all the time. They're usually drinking. They're staying up late. They're just overstimulated on their phone and shit. It can be hard to reach out to someone like this. You've got to make it like really, really, really easy for them. The best friend that you could be is, bro, just fucking spontaneously show up at the guy's fucking house with like some snack that he likes and just be like, oh, bro, like I've got like a football or something. Let's go kick it around like we used to when we were kids. And if he says no, be like, no, come on. Like you tell him like, oh, bro, like I really want to see you because I'm not feeling so good. And like he might have like a sense of like responsibility. Oh, like my friend's not feeling good. Make him feel like he has to slightly help you. Yeah. This isn't like a normal video where you just kind of watch it and you're like, oh, he click on the like button and he let me scroll down and then right to the comments. Bro, fuck the comments. Don't leave a comment underneath this video. The time that you were gonna spend leaving a comment underneath this video, go onto your phone right now and call one of your friends. Go outside of your house right now and go knock on one of their houses and just go hug the guy, man. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.